Hi, my name is Jerome Hardaway, Executive Director of Vets Who Code. I created Getting a Software Engineering Job because I have helped over 300 veterans and military spouses get jobs going from zero to employed in software engineering, and I'm here to help you do the same. In this course, we're going to go over the hiring process, data-driven resumes, enhanced GitHub profiles, AI-driven LinkedIn profiles, network strategies, and preparing for the tech interview. I want you to use the knowledge and skills that you gain from this course to land your dream job. Here's a resume, a template based upon resumes we have seen that work this year, right? So we have, it's very plain, formatting super simple, very legible. This is what you want to keep it as, you want to make it as easy for a robot to read as possible. Remember, it is a highlight reel, but it is also going to be read by a machine at first, right? So a lot of the formatting quirkiness that we would do in the past and, bolding and things like that, it's already going to look for the keywords. So you don't need to bold or do any of the keywords like that. That doesn't make any sense. And some of that formatting throws the machine off, right? So what we've been doing is we've been using plain text and just putting that directly into the machine and seeing what works. And so far, this is what we've had our highest success rates with, right? You have your information. For this one, we use just the LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is kind of robust. That's where everybody goes to first anyway. Professional summary, with making sure that I include that I'm using full stack development and cloud technologies. I want to make sure that I am saying what type, like I'm using product, but I'm also using cloud, have a track record of system performance, leading successful projects, and continuous learning skills. Depth at collaborating with teams, because that knowing how to collaborate saying that is now a big resume smell. They want to know that you know how to work with people, or they want you to know that you're thinking about how to work with people. And going from there, now in my work experience, as you see, I'm saying where I worked at, like, was it remote, was I in the city, etc., and how long I worked there. But I'm saying I'm using data, right? I'm using percentages. I'm saying we optimized this cloud infrastructure, increased performance by 35%, reduced costs by 20%. There's a lot more metrics that are being asked. They want to see the value that you bring in your role a lot more on your resume, right? We're seeing metric-based resumes getting a lot more positive feedback, a lot more callbacks than those resumes that do not have metrics on them. We're also seeing that the cutoff is usually 3 pages. Once you go past 3 pages on your resume, they're kind of like, this is overkill. It gets thrown out by the computer and everything else. The GitHub profile README is a special profile repository. So you go to your repos, just like how the GitHub.io is a specialized repository. You go right here. It is a GitHub profile README page that you could go to, and essentially creates a README of your work. You create a repo with your username. So for me, it's Jerome Hardaway / Jerome Hardaway. That creates a specialized repo for me, a special README, a specialized repository, which is just a README, and it will appear publicly on my GitHub profile. I kept it nice and clean, and with above the fold content, as you see, like the minute they hit Jerome Hardaway, that URL, they already know my technical skills. They know about me. They know about my work, right? They see key projects, right? They don't have to scale down to see all the important stuff about me. They know, see key projects, technical skills about me already. So I already have the keywords because they're skimming, right? I'm thinking like an HR person that has to go through 600 of these. So now the ATS has maybe cut it down from 600 to 120. So now I have 120 of resumes and LinkedIn's and GitHubs to go through. So now I have 120. I'm going to go through here. Keywords. Go through here, and I am going to, here's key projects. Put the key projects up here because I want to make it easy. I want to control the flow of information. That's one thing that we have to for key projects and pending projects, right? We have to focus on our GitHub. We want to control the flow or the direction where people go. Your experience. Now, this is something that I've been very serious on working on, focusing on. I've been noticing people when it comes to their experience, they put their job and they put their skills, and that's it. But they do not put like what they've actually been working on. So what I've started doing is like one of the things for my performance reviews is I started taking that out of my performance reviews and putting that and tailoring it for my experience. As you see here, you see that I have worked in infrastructure code. I've used Terraform, and I've used GitHub Actions, and I've used Azure AI. I've learned Azure AI domain. I've been using GitHub, and I'm doing data engineering, DevOps, and things like that. I put what I've done in the job right here. But usually people do, they just say, oh, software engineer, and then they just put whatever they have in here. Like, oh, what's the job description of a software engineer, and done. Like, no, put exactly what you've been doing at the job and evolve it over time, right? Every quarter, every time you get done with something, I have a rule where every time our stock divested in Microsoft, I update my LinkedIn, I update my resume, I update my GitHub, I go through everything, I audit every component every quarter. Right? Because that is what you need to be doing. You have to be serious about taking control of your career. You have to audit. I audit my skills in comparison to the company I'm at, in comparison to the companies I want to be at, right? Like right now, there's a lot more computer science interviewing going on in the market. So guess what? Now I'm doing more elite code. 10 years, I've never needed elite code. But I know that even at the top of the game, they're asking for computer science fundamentals. I don't want to be, if I do informational, I want to be ready. I want to stay ready so I don't have to get ready, right? Like, and you know, some people call it paranoia. I know, you know, I came into tech from the Great Recession, and since then I've always been a kind of aggressive type when it comes to my career and controlling that narrative. But in this current market, which is kind of like a inside out recession when you think of it, like from if $87,000 on up, it's essentially a recession. But if you're making $50,000 and below, it's a flush market. You have to start thinking about your career more critically and being more aggressive, and in having more tightening the reels on your career a lot more, which is what I'm hoping people start doing, right?